Yeah, the poor truck's sitting out here in the snow. Right now we are right at 5 degrees above zero. And we've got a new engine in here that we're getting ready to put in. And so we are in the process of painting it for blue. Crazy, huh? And the original was black. This is a new V10. And then we're supercharging it is the plan. Because we want to be very, very competitive down there this year. We did okay last year, but we didn't get a whole lot of notoriety or anything. But we're going to try for better this year. We've got it off. Okay, here we are. We got her in the shop. Getting ready to rebuild. These trucks, you're always working on them. Rebuilding, making them better. But now we're going to make it better. With the new motor, we're getting ready to lift everything out. Put a new motor in. Hopefully our supercharger will fit. We got to do a figure 8 down there, so we want to at least be competitive in it, so that will be good. Good old truck. She worked good last year. Will work good again. Okay, she's coming out slowly. Slowly. Well, pretty fast, really. What's kind of amazing though is how much sand you get in everything. See, there's sand from last year. Crazy. Everywhere. Kind of hard on equipment, actually, but anyway, we are on a roll here. Well, we got her out. We're debating on what to do on the tranny because we're thinking we might want to put a 6-speed in. But we got her out. Sometimes they recommend removing the cab, but this one wasn't too bad. For a V10, that's a pretty big motor. Here's the old one. And here's the new one over on the stand, getting ready to go in. So it will be a sweet deal. This one was a good motor, though. Held up really well for a long time. But anyway, we play, we pay. That's the way it goes.
Tractor itself is fine.
Okay, here we are building this motor, painting the manifolds. The engine is painted. We're putting it all together, getting ready to set it in. New everything on it. It'll be gorgeous. And then we got to figure out the supercharger, because we got to be very competitive in the sand dragger or whatever. Figure 8, there you go. Hopefully it works good. Making a new engine lifter for our V10 so we can get it in there. So we're making a template here on this here V10. And we're going to go bend it out of metal. We've already got this piece here set up for the middle. So this will be welded in there. We'll be able to adjust it. Okay, we already made one for the Hemi. Over here we had one for a V10, but we don't know where it is. We're making another one now. That one is for a Hemi. That works really well. So we will have one for the V10 again. Yeah, we've got our rig all cleaned up, spiffed up, ready to go. Getting ready to put the new motor back in. Be ready for the off-road games. It's looking good, looking good. We got to bring down the supercharger, or the supercharger, and get it positioned. But looks don't mean much. What matters is if it goes. And so we're making it go. We've ordered all the goodies for it. This is going to be a nice Okay, we got our bracket mounted onto the engine, built and mounted, so this will be way tougher than the old days when you'd lift the 454 by the intake manifold carburetor area. So it should be good, We're about ready to drop her in. There's the intake, and there's the valve covers. We're trying for red, white, and blue, but we're red, white, and silver. We're red, silver, and blue. However, but anyway, be cool. Okay, we skipped the part where we're putting the motor in. Now the motor's in. Look how gorgeous that new motor is. Brand new son of a gun. And Craig's living in there. Craig's gonna pedal this thing. It'll work. Yeah, that'll be sweet. And then here is our newfangled Ford engine lifter tool we fabbed up. Pretty sweet. Well, it's all coming together again. Kind of crazy to do all this, but not really. It's good. Superchargers, belt driven, turbos, exhaust driven, basically the same principle though. But once we get it on there, it'll be good.
Just don't lose that spacer.
Yeah, that mounts up good. That's the start of a supercharger. Supercharger mounts up high then, doesn't it?
Yep. It'll be right here.
So we got to move the dipstick.
Hopefully you don't need a hood scoop.
I don't care. If we need a hood scoop, we'll put a hood scoop on.
Yeah.
We can do her. We have the technology. That might not be too bad then, because we could turn it to go into the air intake. Cool. Okay, we're trying to make this pulley work on the crank. It's got another one. I hope it's the same, because this one there changes. We might have to swap it over to make the crank drive work. But we'll get her. We are still building. Building. Getting her done. Trying to get the supercharger all figured out. Making headway though. What a disaster. This place is. The brackets are working. All the other parts in our kit. One part we're having a problem with. The part we're having a problem with is the drive pulley for the supercharger, which is kind of odd. But anyway, we're getting there, I think. Yeah, we're trying to figure this out, how to scale this thing into place. Not exact bolt on, but we will get it somehow. Yeah, getting a little tight. The power steering is remote reservoir, right? so that's not going to be a problem. Okay, always something fun, huh? Okay, here's the new mock-up for our bracket, which we have to move the Supercharger over, because apparently there ain't a real V10 kit, but we're going to make one, and it's going to work. It will be great. It will be a really good deal. Fun, fun, fun. We got to make this old girl competitive in everything, so never can have enough power. The need for speed. Always the need for speed. Cool. Okay, on our Supercharger, we had adjusted our, had our pulley remachined, but now we have to machine our screws to bolt it on because we didn't have enough room. So here's what we got to do is cut this knurl off a little bit, like 25 thousandths, and we'll be good. So that's okay. Go for it. There we go. That's how to do her. That's pretty slick. That don't take long, does it?
Nope.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There they are, good as new. Or they are new. Hey, there you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, they'll actually fit now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Find the bolts.
Yeah, I got them in my hand. Here.
Making sure that they fit.
They will. That's what they are. Anyway, there it is. We're almost done building brackets and such. And Craig's down underneath, getting ready to put the pulley on, the drive
I
pulley.
made a flathead screwdriver.
Anyway.
It might. I can't see if it's going to clear that or not.
Fun, fun, fun. Always fun. Something going on. That Peterbilt or Kenworth should be our wrecker next year. See? All right, we're going to check our alignment here as best we can with a laser, except for our other pulleys in our way. So we can go right here, and we want to be in. Okay, let's see what we got here. Here, Gunner, hold that phone for a minute. Tough to hit it all at once. But we're working on it. Gonna hit both sides of this at the same time. Okay, there we are. Right on the money, see? It was lined up perfect. That's what we want. So it don't blow off when you're revving up high RPM. Cool. Yep, with our newfangled machined bushings, everything lines up great. That's pretty sweet. So you can even kind of eyeball it here if you want to eyeball it. But yeah, it's pretty dang close.
That was Joe, just not.
But anyway, now we're ready to get a belt. Put it on. Finish this project up. Okay, we're getting very, very close now. Got the new coil packs in it. We got everything going that direction. So the Supercharger's on it. Ford Motorsport. Anyway, so it should make this thing run a little better. Whatever we can do to make it run, that's great. Okay, we've got the belt on finally. Finally. Okay, it's lining up. So, now that part is ready to go. Pretty much. So now, plumbing it all in. There we go, that's the trick. Okay, we're gonna try it. Our initial startup of a new motor. Go. I believe it runs. Okay, we're setting the radiator in right now. Brand new aluminum fancy one, heavy duty son of a gun. We want this baby to run. If we can figure out these brackets. No, I don't know. We're having a hard time getting all this figured out. We're getting there though. Okay, we got that all going together. Now we're trying to figure out the intercooler for the Supercharger. Yes, gonna be tricky. Tricky. Yeah, I don't know how exactly we're gonna do that, but we're getting there. We'll have her figured out here shortly. Yeah, this is gonna be quite a trick. Then we got this other one in here working on it. Always something going on in the wrecker world. But hey, this part here is fun. This part over here is work. Work. You gotta work to play. So we are trying to figure out how to mount an intercooler on this. They claim we don't need one, but you know, that's what Ford says anyway. It works without it, but we'd like to put one on. But if not, we'll go with it. So we have a few options here. So lots of piping, lots of intercoolers. We're just what we do. Look at all this hose and wiring nightmare from the Supercharger over there. It's pretty crazy. But we'll get her. We're almost there. Get her done. Wow. What a nightmare. Like a spaghetti bowl. Here we are taking it apart again, trying to get it all to fit.
Here I am.
Here Craig is taking it all apart again so he can get this thing to work. Normally we don't, or Paxton or whoever doesn't have an intercooler. Powerdyne, that's what this is. They just shoot straight in, but we wanted to upgrade it to with the intercooler. So now we got a Power Stroke intercooler in here that we've modified because we had to change the end of it a little bit to make it work here. But it's going to be overcooled. No doubt about it. Fun and games. Fun and games. Wow.
There you go, it's running. Ready for the off-road game in a couple days. Supercharger, all the piping, new motor.